terms of what am I going to take away from today, I found the first speaker, Andy Fennell at Diageo, really, really insightful to hear what they're doing on the talent agenda and how they're driving diversity and women's issues, in a predominantly male business. Really fascinating.
Well, I think everything was really, really interesting because they were live practices that sister agencies have implemented, so everything was very real. I think the key thing is that we'll be interested in the Apprenticeship Scheme. That's something I'd very much like to see in the agency. I think it should be a real mix between our graduate programmes and taking on some apprentices, because I don't believe everybody needs to be a graduate, so I think that's a good thing to take back and have that mix.
The overriding focus with today's session was actually nurturing young talent and young creative talent. And I work at an agency, DAO, which does focus on creativity, and indeed what I hope to do as a recruitment manager is, I guess, keep an eye on young talent, apprenticeships in particular, and hopefully introduce them to the agency.
Well, I think there was so much in today's conference to take away. I've been struggling to kind of really whittle it down. And I suppose what I get to in terms of the key takeout is that when we're looking at our talent, we're looking at whole people. So we're not just looking at their craft skill and what they do in work, but we're looking at the whole person.
One of the key things I took away from today was we took part in Creative Pioneers this year, and it's been so successful. We're certainly going to be signing up to do it again, so it's good to hear that they're running it.
I think the main thing is I'm very excited about the Apprenticeship Scheme, which I'm ashamed to say I hadn't heard of, and I'd really like to follow that up. We'd already started looking at the Evening Standard Scheme, and I think that's something, now we know the IPA are doing it, we'll have that extra layer of support, so I think that's something I'd love to start doing. And I also love the mindfulness session. I think we're doing a lot of pitches at the moment, and I think if we can actually just bring some of those skills to bear, and it's actually okay for people to switch off and think about other things, that would be absolutely fabulous.